Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this strength and conditioning for the lower body practice. Let's get started in a tabletop position. And we're just going to start to extend our left leg out, and we're really targeting the right glute here. So lifting as high as we can, take a deep breath in, and then bending the right knee and tucking it in towards your chin. And then extend and hold. Good. And then point your toe, and we're just going to kick the right foot up. So kick, kick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring the knee into the chest one more time. Straighten the leg out, toes pointed down, flex the foot, and we're just going to pulse. So we're just starting to fire up the glutes a little bit. Take a deep breath in, do a little bend in your elbows, squeeze the core in tight. Take a breath. Good. And then lower down the right knee, left leg goes out, heel up, belly in. Take a deep breath in and hold. Lift, 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 high, and then point your toe and kick. Just 10 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then flexing your foot, baby pulses, kicking the ceiling. Ooh, feels starting to burn now. Good. And then lower the knee, bring your knees nice and wide-legged child's pose. Take a deep breath in and out, maybe rock from side to side. And then coming up to your tabletop position, flip your toes and come right into your downward facing dog. Walking out your heels, one side and the other. And then lifting up your right leg, three-legged dog, bending the knee, open up the hip. And then we're gonna lift the right knee. We're gonna pulse it, squeezing the right glute. Keep your shoulders square, just lift the knee up to the sky. Two more times, pulse, pulse, and lower. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Bending the left knee, open up the hip, shoulders square, and just pulse. Pulsing as we lift the knee towards the ceiling. Two more times. Lift and lift. Then lower the leg, and the knees go back down. Sitting up onto your knees or coming up onto your knees, pushing your hips forward. Just hands on your lower back, pushing your hips forward, shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. And then placing your hands onto your mat once more into that tabletop position. Right leg goes out, fire hydrant, and then we're going to extend the right leg in and down. Extend, in and down. Just do this 10 times. Extend, point, in and down. Point, in and down. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice. Switch sides. I'm going to turn around so I don't kick the wall out. Point, in and down. Lift, extend, bend, and lower. 10 times. Out, extend, in and lower. Out, extend, in and lower. Out, extend, in and lower. Two more times. And good. Dropping the knee, flip the toes, downward facing dog. Maybe moving your hips from side to side. Good, and then come into your high plank position and then lower down onto your elbows. Hold, low plank, and then lower your hips all the way down to the mat. Come into a little back stretch with your Sphinx pose, pushing your hips in towards the mat, but lifting your belly up, pushing your thighs, your feet in towards the ground. Lift, lift, lift. Good. And then bring your arms forward, roll onto one side, put your hand rested on your head, bend the supporting leg, and just start with some pulses, lifting the top leg straight and lifting the foot, the whole leg up. Hold. So your body is still, and it's like we're really having a strong leg as we lift up. No like loosey-goosey, just straighten it. Good, and then we're bending the knee in and extend. In and extend. Do this 10 times. Trying to keep your upper body still. Like you're kicking someone. It's like, hi-ya. And kick. And kick. And kick. And kick. And kick. Beautiful. Good. Swing yourself around to the other side. Bending the supporting knee. Holding onto your head for support. Lifting the top leg up. And just start with those pulses. Kind of relaxing, not working on the whole body, just strengthening the lower body. It should start to burn about now. Keep going. So when we go past the burning sensation, we know that it's working. Good. And then we're going to bend it in front. So bend and extend. Bend and extend. Keep breathing. Lift. Lift as high as you can. And in and out. 2 more. And lift as high as you can. Out, in, out, lift. Beautiful, good. Roll onto your back and push up to a bridge. So try to keep your legs parallel, roll your shoulders, lift your glutes high, squeeze. Lift, lift, lift. And then lower your legs, go right into happy baby. Rock from side to side. These are nice little recoveries, but we're also stretching the body to prevent injury. And then find the floor with your feet once more and lift. This time you're going to put all of your weight over onto your right foot and point your left leg to the ceiling. Lift your hips high, like somebody's taking that big toe and lifting it up towards the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Good, and then lower. Switching sides. Right leg goes up to the ceiling. Point it, nice and strong and straight and sharp. Good, and then slowly lower. We're gonna bring ourself up and lower, up and lower. You can bring your arms over your head too. Just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. A rock from side to side. And then straightening the right leg for our wind release pose. Squeezing our left knee in towards our chest. And then bring that left knee a little bit out towards the armpit a little bit more. Just opening up the hip a little bit. And then bring it back to center and switch sides. Right knee goes into chest, flexing both feet. Pull, pull, pull the right knee in towards your chest, and then bring it to the side. So pulling it more towards the right side of our body. Take a deep breath in. Good, and release, bending the knees. We're gonna come back into that bridge pose, and we're going to, one more time, point the left toe, bring the hips high, flex the foot, and then lower down, and we're just gonna kick. Let's do this 10 times. So 3, 4, 9, and 10. Good kicks. Left leg goes up, point, and then flex, lift the hips, and then lower and kick. It's really good to do the strength with the kicking. Good. 5, 2, and 1. Whew. Lower down, give yourself another squeeze, and then rock yourself up. Rocking up, 1 and 2. Come forward onto our hands, tabletop position, into some cat-cows, dropping the belly, look up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, curve the spine. And then come back to neutral, flipping the toes, downward facing dog. Hold. Lifting the right leg up, three-legged dog. And then bending the left knee. Step it through your hands into your crescent lunge or high lunge. Reaching up. Bending the front knee, lift up. Lower body nice and strong. And then placing both hands down onto the mat. Pick up your left leg. Bring it up like, maybe 90-degree angle. And then you can bend the right knee and then try to grab onto the top of your foot and lift. Lift that knee high. And then dropping the right leg, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees back into your high plank position, into your downward facing dog. Nice. Take a minute in your downward dog. And then right leg goes up, three-legged dog. Bending the right knee. Step it through, high lunge or crescent lunge, lifting up. Hold. Breathe. Good. And then slowly lowering your hands all the way down, picking up the back foot, lifting the left leg this time, and then taking your right hand, bending your left knee, trying to grab onto the top of the foot, pulling it in. Lifting the left knee. Good, and then slowly lower down. We're going to go into a halfway lift. Flat back. Rolling our hands down. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up, look up. And then float your hands down, drop them all the way down to the mat, bend the knees, high plank position, squeeze, lower the knees, release the toes, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. Nice. Lift the heels, bend the knees, jump, hop, or step to the top of the mat. Then we're going to lower all the way down. We're going to come onto our knees, sitting onto our heels. And then for a nice quad stretch, we're going to bring our arms back. Take a deep breath in. If this is as far as you can go, That's cool. But we're going to try to come all the way down if you can, helping our lower back and really stretching our quads here. Only go down as far as you can, obviously. With these poses and like all of our poses in our practice, we're listening to our body. Take a deep breath in, reaching your hands to the top. Okay, so you can come up slowly if you want to, or I like to just bring my knees all the way up. Come in for a little rock and roll. And then come up to a comfortable seated position. Deep breath in, bringing both arms all the way up. And lower, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Right leg goes out to the corner of your mat. And we're just going to reach towards that right foot for a nice side stretch on the left side of the body. The opposite foot is bent. The opposite leg is bent. Our foot is in. And then I want you to take that left hand, bring it right behind you, come up onto your left knee, and bring the opposite arm all the way up as you shift your body, pushing your hips forward, coming up on that left knee. Reach back, reach up, reach to the side. Keep reaching. And then lower down. Beautiful, switch sides. Good, left leg goes out. We melt our body towards the foot. You're always going to find that there's one side that's a little bit more flexible than the other. Just let you know which one you have to work on more. Good, and then slowly make your way up. We're going to do that reverse stretch. So you're taking your right hand, bring it behind you, take the opposite hand, swing it all the way up. As you come up onto your right knee this time, pushing your hips forward and arching back. Reach, reach, reach. Good, and lower yourself down. Let's come into our Baddha Konasana, giving ourselves a little bit of a stretch. Maybe rolling yourself in a little bit, rocking from side to side. I'm a big swayer. I like to sway and rock. Good, and then take a deep breath in. And we're going to cross our legs. And we're going to close our practice here. So this is something super easy, short little practice that you could do either before or after you do a yoga routine to just give you a little bit more of a strength with your lower body and glutes and core. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.